Dear students, let us see an important article, normal distribution from Business Statistics paper number 2. The normal distribution is the most widely used continuous probability distribution. It is supposed to be the foundation stone of modern statistics. Many statistical data related to business and economic problems are suitably displayed in the form of normal distribution. Normal distribution is very useful for the courses like CA, CS, ICWA, and for the competitive exams such as MPSC, UPSC. The normal distribution was first discovered by English mathematician De Moivre in 1733. Carl Friedrich Gauss independently discovered the normal distribution in 1809. The normal distribution is also called as Gaussian distribution. So this is the photo of the scientist Gauss. Now let us define normal distribution. A continuous random variable x is said to follow normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square if its probability density function is given by f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus half x minus mu divided by sigma bracket square or minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity, and it is expressed as x follows normal mu sigma square. So here x is value of continuous random variable, pi is constant 22 divided by 7, e is also constant 2.7182, mu is mean, and sigma is standard deviation of the normal distribution. Let us see the properties of normal distribution. The important properties, that is characteristics of a normal distribution, are as follows. The curve of normal distribution is bell-shaped and symmetric about the line x is equal to mu. So this is the line x is equal to mu, and these two parts are the mirror images of each other. That's why it is called as symmetric distribution. Due to symmetry, mean, median, and mode of the distribution coincide. That is, for normal distribution, mean is equal to median is equal to mode equal to mu. Because of symmetry, the first and third quartiles are at equal distance, that is 2 by 3 into sigma from mean mu, and therefore q1 is given by q1 is equal to mu minus 2 by 3 sigma, and q3 is equal to mu plus 2 by 3 sigma. Again, quartile deviation QD is given by 2 by 3 sigma, and mean deviation MD is given by 4 by 5 sigma. Since f of x is the probability, it cannot be negative, so height of the normal curve goes on decreasing to either sides, but no portion of the curve lies below x-axis. As the distribution is symmetric, the coefficient of skewness beta is 0 and gamma is equal to 0. Coefficient of kurtosis beta 2 is equal to 3 and gamma 2 is equal to 0. Due to symmetry, all odd ordered central moments are 0 in the form of notation mu1 equal to mu3 equal to mu5 dash dash equal to 0. Additive property, the sum of independent normal variables is also a normal variable. More general, linear combination of independent normal variables is also a normal variable. Next one is area property. The area under normal curve is distributed as follows. First bit, the area between x is equal to mu minus sigma and x is equal to mu plus sigma is 68.27%. Now in the form of probability that mu minus sigma less than x less than mu plus sigma equal to 0.6827. Similarly, the area between x is equal to mu minus 2 sigma and x is equal to mu plus 2 sigma is 95.45%. That is, probability of mu minus 2 sigma less than x less than mu plus 2 sigma equal to 0.9545, and the area between x is equal to mu minus 3 sigma and mu plus 3 sigma is 99.73%. That is, probability of mu minus 3 sigma less than x less than mu plus 3 sigma, that is equal to 0.9973. The above area property will be clear from the following diagram. So this is the diagram showing area under normal curve and its various cutoff points. Now let us see characteristics of normal probability curve. The normal probability curve is smooth and bell-shaped. Normal probability curve is symmetric about the mean. The area under the curve is equal to 1 in the form of probability or 100%. The normal curve has a peak which is located above the mean. The normal curve has asymptotic tails taper off either sides but never touches x-axis. The area under a normal curve is distributed as shown in above figure. Let us see standard normal distribution. The equation of normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square is given by f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus half x minus mu divided by sigma bracket square, and the range for x is minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity. The two parameters mu and sigma square represent the complete distribution and the area under the normal curve. For different values of mu and sigma, we shall have different normal distributions which require different tables. For finding probabilities and for simplicity, we can transfer these different distributions to a single one known as standard normal distribution by the Z transformation, Z equal to x minus mu divided by sigma, that is shifting the origin to mu and reducing its scale by sigma. Then the above equation becomes f of z is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi e raised to minus half z square, where the range of z is minus infinity to plus infinity, which is the equation of standard normal distribution. The variable z is called standard normal variate SNV. The important features of this distribution are it has mean equal to 0, that is mu equal to 0, and standard deviation equal to 1, that is sigma equal to 1. So it is also called as unit normal distribution, and it is expressed as z follows standard normal distribution, that is normal 0 1. Properties: the mean of SNVZ is 0, that is expectation of Z is 0, and variance of SNVZ is 1, that is variance of Z equal to 1, therefore standard deviation is also equal to 1, and the standard normal curve is symmetric about the line Z is equal to 0. So this is the line Z is equal to 0, and this curve is symmetric about these two lines, and if we assume the probability under this curve is 1, then this part is 0.5, this part is 0.5. So the area under normal curve, the following table gives the area under standard normal curve, that is the shaded area in the diagram. So this much portion between z is equal to 0 and z is equal to the value z. That is probability that 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to small z, that is particular value of the z. So you do not bother about this table. In the exam you will be provided these cutoff points, these areas. Let us see some numerical problems based on normal distribution. Problem number 1. Write the equation of the normal distribution with mean 20 and standard deviation 4. For solution, the equation of normal curve with mean mu and variance sigma square is given by f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus half x minus mu divided by sigma and its square, or minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity. So here given that mean mu is equal to 20, standard deviation sigma is equal to 4, therefore variance sigma square is 16. Substituting these values in this equation, we have the equation as f of x is equal to 1 divided by 4 into root 2 pi into e raised to minus half into x minus 20 divided by 4 and its square, and therefore this will become equal to 1 by 4 into root 2 pi e raised to minus half, that divided by 16 into x minus 20 bracket square. So let us expand this x minus 20 and its square, so which is equal to 1 divided by 4 into root 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 32 into x square minus 40x plus 400, which is the equation of a normal distribution with mean 20 and standard deviation 4. Example number 2. The equation of a normal distribution is given by f of x is equal to 1 divided by constant k into e raised to minus 1 by 50 into x square minus 20x plus 100, or minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity. Add the values of k, mean and standard deviation. For solution, let x follows normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square. Therefore, its PDF is going to be f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus half x minus mu divided by sigma and its square. So given here f of x is 1 divided by k into e raised to minus 1 by 50 into x square minus 20x plus 100. So we can write this 50 as 2 into 25, and this 25 is the square of 5 here, and this one is the expansion of x minus 10 and its square. So therefore this equation can be rewritten as 1 by k into e raised to minus 1 by 2 into 25 into x square minus 2 into 10x plus 100, and therefore finally it becomes 1 by k constant k into e raised to minus half into x minus 10 divided by 5 and its square. So we compare this equation with this normal equation. So we can have, so mu is equal to 10, sigma equal to 5, and the k constant k is sigma root 2 pi, sigma root 2 pi, so that means pi u into root 2 pi. Example number 3. The mean and standard deviation of normal variate are 40 and 12 respectively. Find first and third quartiles of the distribution and also find QD and MD. Solution. Given for a normal distribution mu is equal to 40 and sigma equal to 12. Now we know for normal distribution, first quartile Q1 is equal to mu minus 2 by 3 sigma, and third quartile Q3 is equal to mu plus 2 by 3 sigma. Therefore, Q1 will become equal to 40 minus 2 by 3 into 12, Simplification is 32. And Q3 is equal to 40 plus 2 by 3 into 12. Simplification is 48. And therefore, QD is equal to 2 by 3 into sigma, that is 2 by 3 into 12 equal to 8. And MD is equal to 4 by 5 into sigma, that is equal to 4 by 5 into 12 equal to 9.6. Next example, the first and third quartiles of a normal distribution are 80 and 116 respectively. Find the mean and standard deviation of the distribution. Solution: given Q1 is equal to 80 and Q3 is equal to 116, we know for a normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square, Q1 is equal to mu minus 2 by 3 sigma, and therefore it becomes 80 is equal to mu minus 2 by 3 sigma. We call this as equation 1, and Q3 is equal to mu plus 2 by 3 sigma. Therefore 116 equal to mu plus 2 by 3 sigma. Let us call this as equation 2. And adding these two equations, we have sum of this 80 and 116, that is 96 equal to 2 times mu. Therefore mu is equal to 196 divided by 2, that is 98. And substituting this value of mu in equation 1, that is 80 equal to 98 minus 2 by 3 into sigma. So finally, after simplification, this gives us sigma is equal to 27. Hence, mean is equal to mu equal to 98 and standard deviation sigma is equal to 27. Now let us see the next example. For a SNV-Z, find the probability that Z is first bit greater than or equal to 1.15, second bit less than or equal to minus 1.15, third bit less than or equal to 1.15, and fourth bit mod of Z less than or equal to 1.15, and last fifth point mod of Z greater than 1.15. For solution, the probability that Z is greater than 1.15 is equal to the area to the right of Z is equal to 1.15. So this is the required area, Z greater than or equal to 1.15. So this area. Now to find this area, we know the area between 0 and 1.15 is 0.3749. So we can have the area between 0 and 1.15 from table, and that one is 0.3749, and thus the required area is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3745 equal to 0.1215. So that is 0.1251. So statistically, this can be obtained written as probability that Z is greater than or equal to 1.15 equal to probability that Z is greater than or equal to 0. So this total area Z greater than 0, this total area minus probability that Z is between 0 and 1.15, that is this area. So this total area is 0.5 and this area is 0.3749. So the subtraction of these two is 0.1215. For second bit, probability that z is less than minus 1.15. So we want this much area. So z less than minus 1.15. So due to symmetry, we know this area is exactly same as the this area z greater than 1.15 here. Okay, and therefore probability of z less than or equal to 1.15 equal to probability of z greater than or equal to 1.15, and that is equal to 0.1251 that we have seen in first bit. Third bit, probability that z is less than or equal to 1.15. So this means we need this total area, this one, that can be given by probability that z is less than or equal to 0. So this portion below 0, this portion that is 0.5, and the area between 0 and 1.15. So this portion, so this one is 0.3749. Therefore, this total portion is sum of these two figures, that is equal to 0.5 plus 0.3749, that is equal to 0.8749. Next one is probability that mod of z is less than or equal to 1.15. So this can be written as mathematically probability that minus 1.15 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1.15. So this area from minus 1.15 to plus 1.15 is total area, and we have seen in first bit the area between 0 and 1.15 is this 1.3749, and due to symmetry this is also equal to 0.3749, and therefore area between this minus 1.15 to plus 1.15 is double of that of this figure, and statistically this can be written as, so probability that 1 minus 1.15 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 0, this portion, plus probability that 0 less than z less than 1.15, this portion. Okay. So which is equal to 2 times probability that 0 less than z less than or equal to 1.15. So this total area will be 2 times this half area here, this area, that is equal to 0.7498. And last bit is probability that z mod of z greater than or equal to 1.15. So this one is the complement of this event. So here we have obtained this probability, that is 0.7498, and its complement is the remaining portion, this part and this part, so that are shown here, this and this. The sum of these two is 0.2502, and that statistically can be obtained as probability that mod of z less greater than or equal to 1.15 equal to 1 minus probability that mod of z less than or equal to 1.15 and equal to 1 minus 0.7498, that is equal to 0.2502. Next example, a sample of 1000 dry battery cells tested to find the length of life gave mean is equal to 12 hours and standard deviation is equal to 3 hours. Using normality, find number of cells having life less than 6 hours, percentage of cells having the life more than 15 hours, and probability of getting a cell having life between 10 and 14 hours. So here they are given various cutoff points and their probabilities from area under normal curve. For solution, let X denotes the life of a battery given n is equal to 1000, mu is equal to 12, and sigma equal to 3. With these notations, our X follows normal distribution with 12 and 3 square. And therefore, the number of cells having life less than 6 hours is equal to this total n into probability that X is less than 6. So equal to n into probability that, so from x, so this part we want here, for the normal distribution with mean mu. So we want probability that x is less than 6. So the by the procedure, generally from x we transfer it to z by z transformation, obtain the probabilities or the points, and then write it in the form of x. So therefore x less than 6, this part is equivalent here to z less than 6 minus 12 divided by 3, that is 6 minus 12 is minus 6 divided by 3 is minus 2. So probability that x is less than 6, this portion is exactly same as probability that z is less than minus 2. And so which is equal to n into probability that z is greater than or equal to 2. This total portion minus probability that is 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 2. So this portion. So we know this total portion here is 0.5 and we have given this portion 0.4772. So here and therefore therefore it becomes n is equal to n into zero point 0.5 minus 0.4772, so equal to n into 0.0228. The product of this one is 22.8, so which is approximately equal to 23 cells. Next bit is the percentage of cells having life more than 15 hours. So which is equal to 100 per percentage. We take here 100 into probability that x greater than 15. So let us transfer this to z by z transformation, which is equal to 100 into probability that z is greater than 15 minus 12 divided by 3, that is 1. So which is equal to 100 into probability that z is greater than 1. So this portion is equivalent here z greater than 1, and this we can have from the probability distribution, or by we can calculate this as 100 into probability that z greater than or equal to 0 minus probability of z between 0 and 1, this portion, and finally it comes out to be 0.5 minus this portion is equal to 0.1587, and into 100 that will become 15.87, that is approximately equal to 16%. The probability of getting cell having life in between 10 and 14 hours equal to probability that 10 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 14. So we can transfer this x to z, and that is equivalent to this portion in x is equivalent to this portion for z, and that is equal to probability that minus 0.67 less than z less than 0.67. And finally, after calculating this probability, it gives us 0.497. Students are advised to practice more examples based on normal distribution. Thank you. Thank you very much.